Welcome to Provo, Utah, LaBelle Edwards Stadium, home to the 1984 national champion BYU Cougars, and this, one of the more intimidating venues in all of college football. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Arizona State Sun Devils, taking on a team from the ACC, the BYU Cougars. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sun Devils' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. Coming out with it, it's Turner. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. So BYU's offense comes onto the field first today. This guy has all of the battle scars. He's got all of the trust of this team, David, as he has been their leader, their warhorse throughout his career.
Yeah, and we've seen him.
Handles the shorter attempts. Nick Keller, moving leg. They trust him back to 65. Hit a school record 57-yarder a week ago. The specialists have been perfect. This attempt from 35. And Rambier kicks it right through. One score game. Cardinals back in. 5:03 to go. Here in our first half.
Very productive. He's proven his worth in college football, but now he's taking his talents to a new team. And now he's got to show them what he's about. Great opportunity to start it off. Can he be the guy? Can he be the catalyst that takes this team to the next level?
He really is a guy you root for, too, I think, because he's waited his turn. He's found the right opportunity in the right situation. This is a guy everybody in the locker room absolutely loves. He has the ability to galvanize them and an opportunity to galvanize this fan base early in the season with a big game here right out of the gate.
The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will try to get something started with their first possession. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players do you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock and they're hard workers.
It is deafening in here, soaked in noise as BYU tries to get a stop on third down. He wants to change this route. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Sun Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had it punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Let's talk just for a second about BYU. Everybody uses the portal to varying degrees. Sometimes you just fill the exact right hole that you want. And this team, as they start this season, not a ton of new faces here, Jesse.
They didn't, but I don't think it's because there was a lack of effort on the part of the coaches, David. I think they believe they've got the roster in place now to have success.
Yeah, because when you bring people in, a lot of times you tick people off on your own roster. So when you only bring a few in, you cherry-pick some elite talent and some real concerns that you have, sometimes it just addresses everything you need.
Complete to the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Took a shot as he threw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They're dealing with a second and long. From the gun. Give on the inside. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. They booted away. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
On third down, he drops to throw. Got a little space. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on second down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch and stride inside the 15.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, Arizona State! Fitted in the window for the score. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Oregon delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, and Jonathan Stewart used to do it. Always fun to see two of the game's better teams duke it out at this point of the season. A good barometer, fellas, for both coaches.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll try the run. Fights off the defender. tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Look out, he's got room. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. He's got it on the right, and this one will be stopped for no gain. The Sun Devils moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And if that don't light your fire, your wood is wet. The best play on a field is when the big boy, the most athletic people on the field, the defensive linemen, make game-changing, awesome, super athletic interceptions.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires left. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you can tell he just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Coverage was all over him before he had a chance to breathe, and they knock him down deep in his own territory. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Oh, they're after him. He'll pull it down. Quarterback's got the 1st. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. Got his man downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Leaves it with the back. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Sun Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time as he moves left. He lets it fly. What a grab along the left sideline. Got the foot down in a strong throw. Put it right on the money. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Sun Devils are threatening on 1st and goal. Going for 6. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Black. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws to the tight end. Good quickness to grab it off the balance. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Bust through behind his pad. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. Looking to throw again. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Cougars with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Wide open downfield. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Pressure's there and he gets rid of it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Good, right down the boulevard. Now the lead is down to 11. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He's going to throw deep right side. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they have...
He's going to let it go. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere today in Provo. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team inside Lavelle Edwards Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. BYU about to kick it off to open the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Pulls it, fired complete. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Sun Devils racing to the line in the hurry-up. Second down, they'll go to the air, using his feet to buy time. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Man, that one is going to make this quarterback sick to his stomach. That's almost always automatic for him.
Yeah, That's pitch and catch. That's day one. When you go out and watch practice, the ball very rarely hits the ground unless you have a defender because
he lofts it high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Sun Devils decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's Black. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. It's Hughes. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Grab behind the line. It's Stewart. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Good timing on the quick out.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
Fires it down the seam. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Sun Devils will call on their punt team. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A strike downfield. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Got his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
BYU trying to make this red zone trip pay off. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! Getting aggressive here and going for 2.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was weak.
And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Running to the left. Finds a little space. Puts him in the spin cycle. Smashes ahead. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stance of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the ground, he's got it again. Breaks into the open. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. For a first down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
After run, now throw. Makes the catch. It's Hamilton. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Hamilton. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There were a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They'll start this drive going to the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Tackled there by the defense. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Under fire. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Going for the big play. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. Touchdown, BYU! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end. But forget that. We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on 4th down? You make the play and get the huge, explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
Cross the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds, and that's where the offense will go to work. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. At the 45 on his way. Turning on the Jets. Past the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Going right to work up top. Lets it fly. That's caught. It's Phillips. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking to throw on 1st down. Right down the middle. Got a man. It's Hughes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. On 1st and goal, let's see if BYU can score here. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
The screen, and watch out. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. He'll set up to throw. Pressure coming. Lets it fly. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. The Sun Devils buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Pressure got to him, couldn't get rid of it, and they got him for a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they did.
They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Off-play action on first down. Shoots it to the left. Zips it out to his man. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Phillips. On the move at the 30. Touchdown, Cougars. All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, and to get back in this football game. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Offense changing the play. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Sun Devils hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. They'll give it to him again. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll try the left side. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. That gives him 100 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2. They'll try to run it in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Timeout called by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock. Third down coming up, and the Cougar faithful are doing everything they can to help out this team. He wants it all. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, beat, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
BYU, 25.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Turner. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Looking for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice job in coverage.
And after this play, the cake will be baked. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College